Hello all, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with Unit 6, subsection 5 of Mmpc 008, that is Ethics in Information Society and Right to Information. While using IS, everyone is supposed to follow ethics to refrain from committing crime by unauthorized use, as unethical use could be devastating for the organization. To control such an unauthorized use, countries have predefined rules to follow mandatorily. India, being a leader in IT industry, has IT Act, which came up in the year 2000. It is widely known as IT Act 2000, and further amendments have been made for better control. So use of social media using the digital technology has also been tremendous increase in near past. So following information shows the number of social media users only in India in early 2021, like that. And this is the numbers. You just follow this session. And with the increase in use of IT, whenever felt necessary, the government of India issues guidelines through modification in the IT Act in February 2021 by modifying the IT rules 2000 and 2011. Intermediate guidelines and digital media ethics code were notified. As per the Act, if any person without permission of the owner or any other person who is in charge of a computer system or computer network, and access or secures access to such computer system or computer network, downloads, copies or extract any data, computer data based on information from such a computer system or computer network, including information or data held or stored in any removable storage medium, and introduce or causes to be introduced any computer contaminant or computer virus into any computer system or computer network, damages or causes to be damaged any computer system or computer network data, computer database or any other programs residing in such computer system or computer network, and disrupt or cause disruption of any computer system or computer network, and denies or causes the denial of access to any person authorized to access any computer system or computer network by any means, provides any assistance to any person to facilitate access to a computer system or computer network in contravention of the provision of this act, rules or regulations made thereunder, and charges the services availed of by a person to the account of another person by tampering with or manipulating any computer system, computer network, then the person shall be liable to pay damage by way of compensation to the person so affected, with the code of conduct as above. If a person accesses some data without proper authorization, then the person is held responsible and could be punished. And privacy is an important social issue involved in information society, and privacy deals with the collection and the use or misuse of data. Today there is not even a single organization not using IT, and the customer data is constantly being collected and stored. This data is often distributed, sold or used without our knowledge. The health sector and retail shop, for instance, have data on its clients and customers. And with the Right to Information Act, which came up in 2005, the government of India has empowered the citizen by giving right to be informed about the activities of the government. As informed citizen is better equipped to keep necessary vigil on governance. And next is protecting computer resources and disaster recovery. Okay, so crime involving illegal system access and use of computer services, networks, smart devices used over internet has increased. Hackers make use of their knowledge to gain access to other systems. An intruder may alter the data or destroy the data, or may even have full control of the system, making them unusable and useless just by writing a small program to have control over such intrusion and malpractices. Organization use various methods, and for personal identification, use of biometric like fingerprint, iris and retina scan, face recognition are popular apart from the legacy system of user ID and password. OTP, all of you know what is OTP. One time password is also used based on the nature of user's business. And for example, a banker may use OTP for each transaction by its customer. And to summarize, suggestive control guidelines are given below. Install strong user authentication and encryption capability on user firewall, and upgrade your software with the help of patches which are developed by vendors. Whenever a security gap is found in the software, and every employee in the organization should be given unique login credential, user ID, and password. All such a credential should be changed regularly by the individual. System should prompt users to change the password periodically, say after every 90 days. And separate zone should be created and maintained for different category of users. And audit trail must be used track as a log. A document once created cannot be changed without leaving an audit trail. Integrated software solution like ERP packages, for instance, maintain audit trail in case of a crime. The audit trail is of immense help. Install good antivirus software on all systems and mobilize users to periodically scan the system they are using. Email attachments should be scanned before opening, and downloading files from suspicious website must be avoided. Information system perform key functions for an organization. If for some reason the system become non-functional, or for sometimes the consequences may be unacceptable, organization usually have a set of emergency procedures for critical function. And in best scenario, the end user will not be able to discover the failure of regular system. Threats to the system could be power failure, data corruption, storage failure, network failure. Nurtures threats in the form of a fire, flood, or earthquake. Hardware backup. In case of natural disaster or due to technology failure, the hardware may become unusable, and there are companies and firms that provide disaster recovery services. Software backup and software program are precious asset of an organization that must be protected. A human error may delete a software package, or a hardware failure may make it inaccessible. And the next is virus protection is there. Computer viruses, sometimes known as malware, came or come in many different forms. Until 2020, these were an incredible 350,000 new pieces of malware, each one being a single piece of a intrusive software. And macro viruses are there. This type of virus is normally found in Microsoft Word or and Excel. The virus increase and size of file when it infect them, attaching its on generated codes. And boot sector virus, this is the oldest virus affecting the startup or boot process back in 90s. These viruses were spread through floppy disk and Trojan horses used by cybercrime criminals. Trojan horses are disguised as normal programs, tempting you to install them on your computer. And overwrite virus, these viruses typically take over a file and wipe the original code without you even knowing it. Browser hijacker, this virus hijacks your internet searches and redirects you to pages you didn't even want to visit. And while not as harmful as other type of viruses, they trick you rather than steal from you. Browser hijacker and still an annoying problem, since they significantly lower your system when surfing the internet. And web scripting virus are very clever little bugs that blend into background of popular website, usually social media platform. And a polymorphic virus modifies whenever it replicates. This makes this mem- and the this makes they distinguish themselves as normal links and tempting to you to click on them. And once you click, they steal your information. They can send spam to your system and damage your data, and can spread faster than most viruses. And polymorphic virus modifies whenever it replicates. This makes it hard for most antivirus program to keep up. And resident virus, this is the most common type of virus. It finds way into your computer's memory completely uninvented and resides there. multi-parties virus. They usually spread through .exe files. So programs like Word and Excel, these viruses eat up your virtual memory. You start getting message like your computer has low virtual memory, resulting in a sudden slowing down of your computer, like that. Space filler virus, this is also known as cavity virus. These viruses find the empty space in the program code and add their own codes. This way they don't alter the size of file but corrupt the program itself. They are, however, very rarely found. Cybercrime and cyber security. With the internet overpowering the huge base of population globally, cybercrime has emerged as a big threat to individual and organization. Cybercrime is a criminal activity that either target or uses a computer network or a network device. Such a activity are carried out by individuals or organizations, and the type of cybercrime may involve fraud with individuals' emails, phishing and sending spam mails, personal or corporate data stealing and using cyber extortion and ransomware attacks, and cyber spying to access government or company data, etc. And next is CERT, SCERT in accordance with the IT rule, the Computer Emergency Response Team of India, that is CERT, came into existence in 2004 in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MEIT, and it operational since January 2004. And insert in this nodal agency responsible for collection, analysis and dissemination of information on cyber incidents and taking emergency measures to contain such a incidents. Okay, so there is a areas where CERT is working for. So you just go through it. You just read this chapter once, so it will more clear. In between any doubts, you can contact us also in between. And next one is information system success and failure. An information system is developed to assist management in problem specific decision making, and IS development and deployment project may succeed or it may fail. A project is a success if it is complemented within time and budget and delivers all as decided in beginning. And it must meet needs of its users and organization. Over a period of time, the following main success and failure factors have been identified. And these days integrated software modules are available which are required to be customized to have the software in place. The software so customized may be either installed in-house servers or on cloud servers. In cloud servers and storage, organization does not need to have servers and storage in its premises. And access to the IS is through internet, hence only computer, laptop, smart devices are required to use the IS. There are many factors that contribute to the success of a project. They are detailed below. The project scope should be stable and well understood. If the scope of the project changes during the development or customization of the software, the project is likely to suffer in terms of quality, schedule and budget overrun. And the MIS project that aim at re-engineering the business process of an organization faces major challenge, and the technology development platform and development language exposure are other critical factors. Sometimes the technology may be new and the team may have difficulty using the technology. And support from the management is vital for the success of the project, and the objective of MIS must be in tune with the objective of the organization. For instance, objective of an organization is to cut cost, and the system should be user friendly, and the response time should be reasonable so that the user feels good to work on the system, and users should never be overpowered by the system. And MIS should be developed with a clear objective that must be documented before the development commences, and the objective must be identified with the help of all stakeholders. The system analysis must interview concerned people to establish their need, and input should be consolidated and presented. Presentation should be made in front of the stakeholders and the development team. This should go till the user requirement are fully covered and understood. So till the objective become a clear. An important aspect of the MIS is data and data policies such as what data will be included, who will provide the data, who will validate the data, who will integrate the data, and how will the data retire should be clearly stated. And a quality control plan must be in place to ensure quality of specification and quality of conformance. The concerned people should be adequately trained on the new system. This skill development process should go on periodically to overcome gap due to shifting of human resources or because of changes made in IS. The system should be properly and explicitly documented so that attrition does not affect the project or MIS adversely. And summary of this unit is here. In this unit you have been introduced to basic concept of data, information and knowledge. You have also learned the growing need for information in society, ethical issues and right to information. The life cycle of data was introduced. The information has a cost and value associated with it, which was discussed in some detail. And information system should be protected and secured, hence concept of unauthorized access, cybercrime and cyber security was discussed. Steps for disaster recovery and threat of virus to mitigate and resolve security issues were discussed. An information system depends on many factors for its success, so we also discussed the main reason for success and failure of an MIS. Okay, so unit 10 exercise is here. So 10 questions are here. You just try to do it. It will more important for your term and examination, like your assignment. So first question is define data and information. What is the difference between the two, and what are the main characteristics of information? Why do we require it in organizations? What are various ways of assessing the value of information? Explain each method briefly. Write a detailed note on data lifecycle. What are the main reasons for success and failure of an information system? Does an organization have a right to collect and share information without the permission of person concerned? What are the ethical issues involved in information society? And why should every organization have a disaster recovery plan to protect itself? Write a brief note on virus threat and a protection strategy. Write a brief note of cyber security and cybercrime. So these are the 10 questions. Try to do it. In between any doubt, you just contact us anytime. For more MBA videos, you just do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for your support.
i-tutor Academy presents Ignou Mba complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 21785.